We live in a world with so much information. People telling us who we are, what we should be, how we should act, what kind of career we should take, even to an extent what kind of a person we should marry.
Yeah.
But in a world of so much information and so much distortion of the truth and very many different things, it is so important that we go into a journey of self-discovery. That self-discovery leads to fulfillment. The journey of self-discovery begins right here on CITAM Church Online talk show. How do you discover your purpose? Does it lie within your passion? Does it lie within your vision? Or does it lie within what you have been told you're really good at? How do you discover your purpose? And how do you live within your purpose? Even in this day of, again, a lot of information and a lot of suggestions and advice, how do you live within your purpose after you've discovered it and then now you flow in it? Because you have to agree, there's a lot of information out there.
Yeah.
And even people will tell you, even relatives, you may be going like, okay, I think for me, my purpose is drawing. And someone is like, ay, kuchora. Then, by the way, hauchorangi vizuri vile. So how do you discover your purpose and how do you live within it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everyone who is born, and when you start off, when you're in high school, for a number of us, you begin being exposed to some things. I'll give an example for me. My parents didn't have a car, so I used to travel. I used to job, you know, and I used to admire how those guys would drive the buses. And you know, those days, the trucks didn't have, those buses didn't have power steering.
Yeah.
So I was that guys struggling, you know, taking you know, those KBSs, you know, like Kitambo. And I'd look at that and I say, you know, this is good. I need to do this for life. Then later on, that was in primary school. So I was passionate about cars. I always used to sit in front. So I get into high school. I said, no, I need something else, and that's when also the Lord began to work in my heart. But you'll realize that in most people, when they're in high school, that's when they're thinking about what they want to do. In fact, some people have said that purpose somehow is tied at that stage when you're in high school.
That is true.
It's a bit crazy, and some people will tell you that's not possible, or you know, you're not fit for such kind of a career or path or purpose. But that's where it begins. That's where the journey begins. So for me, I encourage people just go back a bit and get to see
what you really loved
what you
in
used to
high
dream
school.
about.
What you really
about.
loved in high school.
Because the reality of this, the innovations we have, the technologies we have, were born out of imaginations.
Absolutely.
True.
People's imaginations. So this guy began imagining things, and boom, today it's a reality. So begin there.
Begin in high school. I sort of agree, because also in high school, like I said, in primary school, I was doing poetry, and it was nice because I loved the beauty of poetry and words and reciting it, and everything was nice. But in high school, I went to a school and I also thought, you know, I'm okay. I'm not like a dumb kid and everything. Watch and end high school, everybody was smart, and the report card for the first term came, and I was like, hiya! You know, I'd never gone past certain numbers, and now I'm seeing double digits going on to 3 digits, and I'm like, oh my God, I thought, you know. And even those careers you'd put in your mind, oh, I'm going to do this and that, you start thinking, my goodness, if all these people are actually better than me in academics, what is my thing? What is that thing that I'm really good at? And in high school is when I started discovering, I'm like, okay, I do sing, I love singing, and I started exploring it and everything. So I think you're right in that aspect, in the sense that in high school is when you start that whole self, and you have the liberty to dream, because as you get older, because of all the things you're told, you sort of go into your little
I think mine began in primary school, because I was a deputy head girl. Somehow I just found myself being in leadership positions. Yes, I was a cop. So I could never be a cop. So I used to be called to like prayer at the assembly.
Oh, nice.
And I realized I'm not afraid of people. So, you know, and then and I went to high school. You know, we grew up with those radios, the cassette tapes. So I used to record my voice. I'll put, record, press rewind, then I listen again. I was thinking, that sounds really nice. You know?
That's cool.
So I realized this thing about communication. because actually I loved it, you know, because I'm just thinking that there had to be, God was in it from the onset. But I like to also say that, you know, it also discovering your purpose from the things you've gone through, your life experiences.
That is
like
true.
what makes you angry?
Yeah.
You know, like where those things are just thinking, this is, I don't want this anymore around me. Like I know some people who really love street kids, you know, and they built homes based on that, you know. So also just find out what makes you angry as a person. What is that that just makes you
about that thing that just strikes when you see it, you're like, oh, I want to change this, I want to make this better. It could be even things like maybe teaching, mentoring. You're like, no, if this is done like this and everything.
Very true.
And I always say pursue it. If even if you're in a career and everything. Well, you know, career takes Monday to Friday and a little bit of maybe Saturday morning, but try and allocate maybe a few hours in a week and just pursue where your passion lies.
Very true.
It will keep you it will keep you alive, it will keep you happy.
Very true. Yeah. And just to learn what we're saying, you'll find some guys who today they're living out their purpose because they are critical about something.
That's true.
They used to see something happening just as you're saying, and they feel, you know, right here, no, things should go this way. And you'll actually realize that's really important. Last time we spoke about passion. Passion is very, very key when it comes to purpose. What is that one thing you can do and you find so much fulfillment in it? Like for me, when I stand what I'm doing right here, just talking to people, I don't need to be paid for it, but I leave that place saying, you know, I've made a contribution. I have said something to somebody, and when you see them changing, I mean, the satisfaction is even more. So that's very important. Passion is very, very critical in the sense that it's able to tell you where your purpose actually lies in this life.
I feel like almost passion drives the discovery of purpose. What you're really passionate, as in you're feeling like, I remember like with music, I used to be like, no, that doesn't sound right and everything. That maybe needs to be changed. You know, I used to be like that person who was like, maybe the bass line. And not like I really know much about music, you know. And I wasn't a professional then, but I just used to be like, that doesn't quite sound right. But it's because I was so passionate about it. And when I used to hear something that is really nice, like a song, my ears used to twitch and I'm like, oh my goodness, did you hear that and everything. So it depends on what really makes you, and like I said, it doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't have to be artistic.
True.
You will discover that your purpose will take you to amazing places.
Very true.
The other thing I really am passionate about, and I didn't know, is the mentorship and of young people. You know, I hear about teenagers and young adults, and I'm thinking I want to be there with them. You know, but I feel like I just want to be with that particular crowd. You know, and so you know, in terms of discovering your purpose, there's some that God unveils with time. You know, God will not unveil to you the whole perfect purpose plan, like voila, there it is. You know,
it doesn't happen.
It comes in revelation, little bit by little bit. You know, and I want to talk about spiritual gifts. What has given you spiritual gifts? That's also a way of finding out where your purpose lies. It could be leadership. You know, it could be administration. It could be mercy, or you know, just encouraging people. That's also a way that you can know where your purpose lies.
It could even be standing in, you know, in the gap for people. It could be interceding, praying. You could even be that person that provides care to people, even at their worst part, and you find so much fulfillment in just being that person that provides care for people. And like I said, it doesn't have to be fancy. So long as it's something that makes you happy and fulfills you, make time for it. For you to be able to live within your purpose is just make time for it.
It's key. And in the area of gifting, it's one of those key indicators because somebody said that every gift has an audience. Every gift has an audience. Every purpose has an audience. So if you're able to discover your gift or your purpose, then you will be able to get and discover an audience for it. So once you look within and you realize that this is what God has endowed me with, these are the resources that God has endowed me with, just find the right audience for it and you'll be fulfilled. And because also the audience is quite critical. You may find somebody is gifted in this manner, but the audience is totally different. And you struggle. you struggle a lot. Yeah. And something that I also I've noted about. Like for you in terms of how you're sharing in the area of music and what have you, I tend to believe that we also tend to discover our purpose when we are able to fully express ourselves. Yeah.
Sure.
If you're in a place where you say, I've been able to fully express myself, that in itself is also an indicator that you could actually be pursuing and living out your purpose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And just whatever it is, pursue it, enjoy it, love it. It will make your heart sing.
Amen.
I've discovered that. I remember telling someone that I am happiest while dancing.
Wow.
And these days I'm happiest while dancing for the Lord. Whether it's in my bedroom, whether it's on stage, I'm happiest while dancing. Whatever it is, take joy in it, live within it, and make time for it every single week. Right now, I'm not exactly a very active musician, but I do make time to dance for my King, whether it's in my house, whether it's in church. So just make time for it. And it could be something as simple as being a caregiver. You know, just make time for it every single week and enjoy your purpose, fulfill your purpose, live out your passion.
Amen.
You will be a happy human being.
Amen.
Yeah. Righty. If you'd like to get in touch with us, feel free to slide into the DM, you know, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You could also leave comments. Just basically tell us your stories too. Would love to hear from you. In fact, we should have a session where, you know, we read out the stories from our viewers and questions and everything. That would be really good. I think we should take that up. Yeah. So feel free to get in touch with us. This is CITAM Church Online Talk Show. See you next time.
Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Come on, Kawa.
Yeah.